bring that into this angle. Interesting. Okay. So I guess this is how we're gonna do it. I don't know. I don't know, child. Why is it at this angle? That's not how I wanted it. YouTube. That's not how I wanted this, okay? But we're gonna make it do what it do. We'll make it do what it do. Um, I don't know why it wants to do it this way, but we're gonna go with it. So greetings, everybody. This is gonna be our mini love reads. Um, so the list is still open if you guys are interested. By the way, let me see what this is looking like. Interesting. I don't know why it wants to do it like this. That's not how I wanted it, but it's okay. It told me to rotate it in this angle, so I'm gonna just do what it said because I must not set up the right. I didn't put it on landscape um, angle. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So let me go ahead and put the names in a list that I have so far. So if you guys are interested, the list is still open. Okay, we have a fairly small list. Okay, we got a little list going on. It's a little small. Okay, but it will continue to grow if you're interested in a reading. And you don't have to have a person. You could be a single. You could be a single asking about um, your love life, a situation. You don't have to have a person that you're interested in or none of that. Okay. So I've put the three names that I have on the list so far: Breyonna, Alexis, and Anonymous F. You guys know who you are. Okay. So we're just gonna have quick announcements real quick, like in church, you know how they have the announcements. So I'm just gonna make a quick announcement here in regards to the mini love reads, right? So I'm gonna have a little schedule update here, potentially. Um yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys all know that our Monday nights, our mini love reads, will be postponed for a bit um due to a change that I have in my work schedule. Possibly, as far as I know, Monday nights I will not be able to do mini love reads. But if anything changes, of course, I will let you guys know. So if we can all just adjust to it. I've had to do this before. I think like a year ago around this time, holiday season, my work schedule, was different. So with that being said, if you guys would like to book your own personal love reads, if you missed the mini love reads, you guys can always book a reading with me. I have an abundance of different types of love readings that I offer, whether that's via phone or you guys can purchase voice recorded audio reads. And I do have some new readings available on my website as well. If you guys want to check those out, just scroll. I have a catalog of readings. Like, you can't miss anything. It's an abundance of different types of topics. But if you have any questions about a reading or which reading would fit you, or, I'm thinking about this reading, but I don't know if this one would suit me or be best, like, just let me know. And I just email me or hit me up with a chat, and I will be glad to help you and sort through what I feel like would be the best reading for you or your situation. And of course, I do have reading options where you can choose a topic of what you would like to ask about. So, there's that. Okay, that alleviates some of the stress. You can just choose your own topic. You don't have to pick a reading, you know, that caters to just one type of read. So whether that be like a future spouse reading, how do they feel read, you're at a crossroads with love, you don't know what decision or choice to make, I'll help you out with that. Just check it out, and if you're new here and you're just sitting in and just trying to, get a vibe or a sense of feel of how these readings work and how I read, you're welcome to join in. Make sure you guys like this video. I greatly appreciate it. Um, and is there anything else? Oh, if you guys are interested in booking a reading tonight and being put on the list, These live streams will remain up even when they're done. You guys can come back and watch this whenever you want. I will leave timestamps next to each and every person that has purchased a reading tonight. So if you click that black bubble in the chat section, expand it. Um, oh, I got the wrong stuff in here, y'all. My bad. I do that from time to time. Let me delete this because that's not the right thing. We're supposed to be doing mini love reads, not the happy hour. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat. My bad, y'all. We're going to get it together. I promise. I promise, y'all. Okay. I knew I did something wrong. So the mini love readings, you get a personal mini love reading spread. So like a spread that taps into your energy and the person that you're asking about. And if it's just you and you want like a lengthy, more in-depth read, $25 for the mini love spread or $22 for 2 love questions. So you get 2 questions for $22, okay? And like I said, you don't have to have a person in mind. It does help to know the person that you're asking about's name. However, I don't say the person's name on the live. That is confidential between me and you. So I don't say the person's name. Now, if you want to remain anonymous, let me know. Or you want to go by some sort of nickname or alias or something like that, just let me know and I got you, okay? And we'll do that. So let me correct the pricing tonight. I put the happy hour reads on there. Hold on. We'll get it together, I promise. Okay, there we go. So the right pricing is placed in the chat. So if you expand that black bubble, it should say $25 for many personal love spreads or $22 for 2 love questions. So make sure you leave your questions in the note section so I know what you're asking. Okay. So let's get started without further ado, because I know that was a long intro, but I appreciate you guys anyway for hanging out. And yeah, so let's get the timestamp here. Breyonna, you are first on the list. Timestamp is 7:32. The number of times we made love. I remember when he said he was counting. I'm just like, y'all know where that's from. It's a little waiting to exhale movie joke. All right, 7:32. So, Miss Breyonna, let's tap in. Something is wrong with me, y'all, for real. Every now and then I say some really dumb shit. So, Breyonna, your first question is, what subconscious assumptions are you holding on to that are delaying the union between you and your life partner? What subconscious assumptions are you holding on to that are delaying the union between you and your person? Subconscious assumptions. Okay. Keep that in mind. That's a good question to ask, by the way. And secondly, what advice does your life partner spiritual team have for you regarding you two coming into union? I like those questions. Those are interesting questions, in-depth questions. I like them. All right, so let's tap in. First question, Breyonna. May this live be a helpful guidance system tool to assist and guide and to help and to provoke thoughts, questions, insight, wisdom, revelation, healing, all positive things, all transformative things. Even if it's a spark, may these readings be that spark or that inspiration or that guiding light. Amen and 𝓟𝓃. Protect this live, those receiving guidances and messages. May they be divinely covered and protected, as well as myself as a messenger. Our divine team, stand with us, be with us, guide us, walk with us. Thank you, Source God. Amen. 𝓟𝓃. All right, so Breyonna wants to know what are some subconscious assumptions that she may be holding on to that could play a role in delaying her union between her and her life partner. Let's see. Divine Source God, her divine team. Got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. What are some subconscious assumptions that she may be making that could be delaying her union with her and her life partner? The World. The 7 of Cups. Can you see these cards? I hope you can see them. I'm going to pull from the shadow, the denied shadow oracle. I feel like that's fitting just for this specific question that you're asking. I'm going to pull from this deck as well. Thank you, divine spirit, for divine wisdom, divine guidance, clarity. The meditation, the answers lie within. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you know whether or not there is some sort of subconscious assumptions that you hold on to or subconscious beliefs. It could be, I'm getting like something around a choice or being picked or being chosen. You might have, I don't know. I'm just going to use this as a scenario and let me know if this is on the money or is going down like the right track with what maybe you struggle with when it comes to partnerships or like your assumption when it comes to love, like a partner, like this person would only choose you based off of some type of negative aspect, like, oh, out of all the women, like they settled for me because like the woman they wanted wasn't available, or they can't get the women that they really want or something like that. um I wouldn't be their first choice or something like that. There's something about having a hard time believing that someone would choose you out of billions of people in the world or something like that. With the world card, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, it's like if you look at the Four of Pentacles, this man has all these, these different women in these little, I don't know, these little capsules or whatever. And it could be this perception that a person can never be fully all about you or only want you. And if they choose you, it's only because they didn't get to select who they really wanted, or it didn't work out with who they really wanted, or they may feel like the women they want are out of their league or something. Almost like you're an afterthought, or you would be second choice, third choice, fourth choice, fourth best, or some crazy shit like that. Um, that could be a assumption that you're making subconsciously about someone not choosing you because they genuinely want to choose you. They're choosing you based off of something illusion, some sort of illusion. I know. So look, Rose said that's hard. That's a hard belief to deconstruct. I feel you. Says I know. I've had that thought in my mind as well, and I'm pretty sure maybe not just women, but maybe men even have that. That fear, that assumption sometimes too. Like but that's not the case for everyone. And I know that love is definitely a choice, and it's powerful when you make the choice to truly show up for someone because you really love them rather than because you feel obligated. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like divine spirit would do that for you. Put you in a space like, especially if your true desire is an intention of not just to have any old life partner, just be like, oh, I just want somebody. Like if that's the case, and of course you're gonna have all kind of fucked up scenarios, in a relationship because it's not based off of a true connection. But if you're asking for a life partner that is divinely meant for you, you're not going to run into a situation where someone's like, oh, everybody else in the world but you, but we're just going to settle right here. So yeah, that's one of the subconscious assumptions that I believe could be a hindrance for you, because it's almost like your person is not going to be able to locate you fully or see you fully. Like even if this person was to know you today or to bump into you or be in your vicinity, they might notice you because of course you're their person, but they may not be able to fully um approach you or resonate with your energy because there's something inside of you that says, don't pick me, don't pick me, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. Even though they will choose you and pick you because you're the person that they want, you hold the vibration. Essentially your true self, your true essence is what they really want. So yeah, meditate on this and sit with this. Like you might find deeper understanding and clarity about this to deconstruct it. Like, yeah, like to see it, maybe write it down and like sit with your thoughts. Like, okay, that's silly. Like, put yourself in the shoes of another woman, or like if you have, I don't know if you have a little girl or a daughter, but like sit in their position. Like if they were to say something like that about themselves, what would you say to them? What would you say to her? Or your best friend that came to you saying like, I feel like if a man, that ends up with me, I would feel like it's only because he didn't have any other options and he just settled for me and he wanted something else, or no. Okay. All right. Second question. Another interesting question you asked was, what advice does your life partner or spiritual team have for you in regarding to you both coming into union? Okay, so ask for permission, divine source, for assistance and guidance from Breyonna's life partner, whoever her life partner is, to be in alignment. What is their spiritual team? What is their advice to Breyonna, her life partner's spiritual team's advice as it pertains to them coming into union? You're welcome. Yeah. I don't feel like we're all alone in that, because that's just, it might be like something that crosses everyone's mind. Maybe some of us ponder it a little bit more, entertain it a little bit more, and some of us are like, nah, I know my person is going to choose me because they want to choose me or whatever, you know. It takes time. This card flew out of the deck. What is this? The Tower and Ace of Wands. The Five of Wands. You got a lot of wands. What's going on? I feel like there's like a humble message to let you know that your person, they too also have to like work through some things too that they struggle with, that they battle within themselves. What is Breyonna's life partner spiritual team's advice or guidance to her in regards to her and her person coming into union? Growing apart, moving in different directions, emotional distance. So you guys could both be going through a similar energy when it comes to like people or places or things that growing apart, or you growing apart from certain things, places, people, and that is for divine reason, divine purpose. It's like, you know, speaking of deconstructing with the Tower card, the Tower is like that fair warning sometimes that there's a destruction that's coming, like it's a heads up, like if we don't change something, if we don't heed to a specific call or action, that the divine forces will just step in, or spirit is like, I warned you, I gave you a heads up. And it's like, if you didn't act or didn't move, this tower is going to sweep you. The rug is going to be pulled up from under your feet unexpectedly. And you're going to lose your ground in your foot if you're not prepared, right? So I feel like there's some things that spirit is calling you to either, and I don't want you to take this like as a chore and as this overwhelming homework assignment, but just life in general. Spirit is telling you, now is the time to, you know, go to the gym, you know, eat healthier, or cut this out of your lifestyle, or this person is not good for you. You might need to reevaluate some things with, you know, some people in your life, or a certain habit or pattern that you find yourself doing. It's like they're giving you the motivation, the encouragement for some sort of shift, or hey, this is what needs to be done, or this is what we're encouraging you to do. And it's for your highest and healthiest good. There might be some things about you and your person that you once resonated with at a time when you were younger, or at a time where you didn't know any better, or you weren't as aware or as matured in a certain area, but now you know better. They want you to be in a more healthier space or state in some capacity. It's not saying that your entire life is in shambles or you're just a messy person. It's not to say that, but there could be things pertaining your connection or your relationship. Let's say like relationship habits, dating habits, people you're dating. The Two of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So it's not a hard task. It's not. With the Ace of Wands and then the Five of Wands, it's like, yeah, you have some things that you have to confront and fight. This looks like Godzilla fighting all these other dragons or something. I don't know what this is, but it kind of does look like Godzilla. So it's like battling out all these different, you know, inner demons that maybe sometimes we struggle with. And they want you to know that your person is also human and they go through things as well. They have things that they are deconstructing from and being called to as well to deconstruct from. Um, So it could be a testament that as you grow apart from people that are not for you, and seeing the lies, something about lies, um, mm, I'm getting like two things. So like being able to discern like the lies that we might tell ourselves or the things that we put in front of us that could be blockages that don't necessarily need to be there. Like they're not really blockages and we might make these things bigger than what they are, but also to being able to discern who's for you and who's not for you. So it doesn't have to be like a person is like a demon in your life, but it could be like a person that's just really not fit or meant. And maybe there could be things that we tell ourselves that are not true. Like we know the truth about something, but we'll tell ourselves a lie for whatever reason, whether it's for comfort, whether it's out of fear or whatever. It could be a frustration. So, yeah, I feel like that's their message. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. And your person, one thing too, like I feel like about your person's character, whoever they are, they'll be someone that will pursue and passion of what they truly want in spite of the fact that maybe it might be a bit of a fight. It may not be easy all the time. It may be a little bit of some challenges, but they're not easily swayed by those things. Like, yeah, like with the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands, there's someone that will pursue a challenge. They're up for the fight. They're not somebody that's like, oh, one little thing where we don't get along, we have an argument or disagreement, or one thing that intimidates me, I'm just going to run or I'm just going to push it away. They're not that type of person. If they want something, if they're really passionate about it, they believe in it, they're going to fight for it. That's their character. Okay. All right, Miss Breyonna, I hope that those readings were helpful, insightful, confirming maybe, hopefully. Hopefully they made sense to you as well. And I appreciate you. Pretty interesting questions. I appreciate them. By the way, and I appreciate you. You're welcome, sis. My pleasure. Don't forget to come back for happy hour on Thursday. I know you got kids, so I'm gonna try to do my happy hour early because it's Halloween, and I know people, you got kids, or you just want to celebrate maybe, or you want to watch some spooky movies, like, or you want to just hang with me. I'm gonna do it a little early because I have a child too, and I know she want to go trick or treating, and we supposed to like do this whole big shebang, bang, 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 bang. So I'm gonna do it early, so everybody come back because I got something for y'all on happy hour. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Okay. All right. Rosie, I'm going to add you to the list, sis. I see you. I just got your notification. Okay, so Alexis, you are up next, sis. Anonymous F, and then Rosie, if anyone else is interested. Yeah, please do come back. I appreciate it. Let's close the energy out before I forget. Divine Source God, we clear all energies. We send love, light, and peace to Breyonna wherever she is in the world. Thank you. Keep her covered in protection and love and light and her loved ones. Amen and Ashe. And so it is. All right, Miss Alexis, your timestamp. Let's get it. 2518 is your timestamp. What did I say? 2518? Yeah. These girls better turn that Steven Universe down. It's loud as hell in there. Okay, so Miss Alexis. Okay. Okay, I got you, sis. So you want to do two different love readings on two different people. First person, you guys finally got to meet up and it went better than you predicted. And I was right. He's still dealing with a lot of pain. Well, which is to be expected, his loved ones. And then the second person, okay, your coworker. Okay, I got you. So we're gonna do a love spread for you. So this might be a little bit lengthy. For those of you that want to get your reading in while I'm reading, you're most definitely welcome. Okay. And like I said earlier, you guys don't have to have like a person in mind. You can ask about like single questions or future love questions, like um not with the intent or not with the expectation that it's going to be a set in stone prediction, but just like an open mind of what you could potentially expect in love or something like that. So, let's keep it fluid and open. All right, Miss Alexis, let's tap into your person, your first person in question. Let's see where your energy is versus their energy. One Spirit, where is Alexis's energy towards her person? Ooh. Okay, take these because they flip face upwards. You got the Eight of Swords, You got what is this? These cards, the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Okay, and then their energy. Let's see where their energy is within the connection towards you. Their feeling, their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions. The permission to tap into both parties' energy, spirit, only for the sake of what you will allow me to know and to see. Yeah. Okay. What is this? The Three of Swords. I meant to say, sorry, I said the Three of Cups is the Eight of Cups. My bad. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups. So your person and you, let's tap in the three, or actually the Four of Cups. Why I keep saying the Three of Cups? Damn. Four of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, your person's still processing the loss of their loved one, and that's evident. Even in your reading with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you want to tread lightly. You could still have some questions that you want to know in regards to where you both stand, but you feel like this person is working on a connection with you. I'm not sure why. This kind of looks like social media, like these little bubbles, like right here and then right here, like like stories on social media, like these little women in these women's heads in these capsules, make me think of like profile pictures, and then even these right here in this card. So you might wonder like if this person is entertaining other people. I don't know if it's like something literally with their social media that could have been an issue in the past, like them talking to people, dating, or like could be dating sites, like something where you might um kind of want to know where they stand with when it comes to dating, and if they're openly dating or if they're interested in that, like where they stand with you. But with the Eight of Cups, it's like you're still emotionally here and giving to this, and you want to make sure that this person is still all in. Now, with the Eight of Cups, it could be like for the time being, your person's emotions are not really fully as available as you would like. And I feel like you understand that due to the fact that they lost a loved, they lost a family member. So that can make sense, like why they're not able to fully show up, maybe. Um, yeah, it's also too like when the energy and the time is right, I feel like you want this person to maybe clarify, what their intentions are fully, because it's like I'm here in my heart, but at the same time, like, is it a possibility that I might walk away, or the choice that I might have to, or just at least distance myself? There's that possibility. Looking at their energy, they are still processing a lot of hurt with the Three of Swords. Um, they haven't fully settled in the fact that their loved one is gone, or they're still dealing with the pain of that. It's not fully been addressed in a way. It's almost like um, maybe they kind of avoid it a little bit, which is understandable because it's not an easy thing to deal with, you know what I mean, or to process. But they are still open to building and to nurturing. They still see potential with the Ace of Pentacles in this connection, and this person does still feel emotionally connected to you. This person still has emotions for you. They still care about you or even love you. Take it as it resonates in your situation. Hey Celeste, how are you, sis? How are you? How you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Moon Day. I'm gonna tap into the Denied Shadow Oracle just to get some messages and see what else wants to come through. Self-awareness. Be conscious of your own behavior. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Like the last reading, I was getting like just be considerate where this person is, like maybe not probe too much about what are we doing, what's our future, like how do you feel, like what's up with us. Um, Kind of just like be someone that is compassionate, as a supportive person, a lover or a friend to them, supporting them in this time of need, you know what I mean? Be there for them, allow them the space that they may need, like being able to discern how to show up in this, like when they may need space, or that, you don't want to overstimulate a person that is mourning grief, but you don't want them to feel lonely either, you know? So you have anger issues, loose cannon, highly reactive. Yeah, it's like I want to discern that I'm not like, doing too much when it comes to this person to the point where it might make them angry or get upset, or because they're in a touchy spot, touchy space, vulnerability, be emotionally open. So yeah, it could be good for the both of you at this time. It can help this person feel closer, safer. And it's not to be manipulative or anything. It's like, when you go through connections or relationships in general, maybe not just romantic ones, but even in a friendship, like if your friend was to have lost a loved one, it's like you would want to be there for them, but you also don't want to overwhelm them or be too insensitive. And this, when we go through tough times and when we stick it out with each other, because love is a choice, when sticking it out and showing up for each other, that actually can strengthen a relationship. Tough times can actually strengthen a connection when you guys know how to work through it together and show up for each other. You learn something about one another. So that's what I'm getting from the vulnerability card, that you both would benefit from that. I feel an insane familiarity with your energy, like we've done this before. So they feel like a closeness to you. They feel like they feel comfortable. They feel at home with you. Like it's more than just romance to them. This person feels like you're a kindred spirit to them. What else? Yeah, I feel like God and our angels are bringing us together. So they do feel like you are someone that is an important, special person in their life. Like there's a meaningful connection that you two have. Like you're more so of someone that they feel is sent to them in a positive manner in their life. Like they know this and they feel that. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the second person. So that's your first person in question. So let's reshuffle. Let's put these cards back. Okay. So, Spirit, ascend that person love, light, and peace and protection wherever they are. And ask for permission to tap into the coworker in question that Alexis is asking about and what she needs to know in regards to the exchange, the energy of this person. First, where's your energy in relation to them? Where is Alexis's energy in regards to this person in question? Okay, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Wands. The Lovers. It's the first time I ever got this card in this deck, I think. And let's see the person on your mind. Where is their energy that Divine Spirit will allow us to know and to see that will be helpful and insightful? Thank you. The Eight of Wands. This person's in. Dang. Come on, cards. I know I'll be shuffling a little bit too much, a little too hard, a little too rough. I'm going to pull this one out as well. Let me pick this one up off the floor. Mr. Emperor. Okay. And the Four of Cups again. All right. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck real quick. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So your energy, I feel like you feel seen by this person. There's a kind of like this, I don't know, like something where you feel seen, you feel maybe attractive, beautiful. Maybe you want to get more, like do something with your look, more beautified or something, like putting more effort into something or doing something different. But this is like a catering, a some energy of pampering I'm getting. Like, I don't know if this is making sense, but it's like you're pampering yourself or you're taking more time in your looks. There's still a little bit of mystery about, like, maybe you're wondering, how does this person see you? And there's something about like physically, how does this person see you? Um, Hold on, let me tell these girls to turn this TV down. Yeah, because soon as they start playing music and stuff on that show, because they got a whole musical on Steven Universe. I'm not trying to hear YouTube's mouth about that. But yeah, so I feel like your energy is focused on like beautifying and like feeling good, or this person makes you feel seen and makes you feel beautiful or like attractive. So there's a desire to maybe want to keep something up, like physically, or maybe even like your smell, your scent, like fragrance, um makeup, or something mainly around the eyes, something with the eyes. There's a passion that maybe you feel pulled maybe to take some sort of action. And I also feel like it's a mixture of you really, really want this person to do something, like you want some sort of action from them, but there's something inside of you that I feel like there's a passion or pull towards this, or something that has sparked you. It makes you feel more like something that kind of makes you want to get up in the morning, like when you like somebody and work is really boring, but when it comes to like, okay, there's somebody at work that is really cute, it kind of makes it more of a motivation to want to go to work. I want to like get a little bit more cute if you're just the type that's like, all right, I'm gonna get dressed, take a shower, do my normal routine, throw on what I gotta throw on, and like, make myself decent, but not too much effort because I'm not trying to impress anyone. But when you like someone, it's like, let me put a little more extra effort into that. So there's like a spark. There's like this creative energy, like you feel led or motivated to do things. Okay. Not maybe just not with your appearance, but just life. Like getting up in the morning feels a little bit more exciting, and daily routines are a little bit more exciting because you have something, to look forward to, or something or someone that excites you. And that's kind of the vibe I get from your end. With the Lover's card, yeah, it's like you want, I feel like the deepest part of you is, whether it's the vessel, like the person, this person, or another person, it's more so about just that foundation, that base of the desire that you want when it comes to love. It says love is grand, but it always leads to trouble. um, it's weird. I don't know what this thing is. It's like a statue or something holding a woman. So it's almost like that thing that we want sometimes, the things that we shouldn't want, or the things that like we feel like we can't have, or things that are taboo or different from us, is the things that we want or feel the most pull or passion towards. And it's not to say that you shouldn't or you can't or you won't, but it's like it could be something that you tell yourself about this, like it's a choice, like love is always going to lead me to trouble. But the key words of this card says a symbol of love, harmony, relationships, and choices. So I do feel like Spirit is saying with this, because I kind of got this also in the past, that I kind of got this energy in the past where, yeah, the list is still open, sis, if you're interested. I kind of got this energy in the past where you may, it's like before you put too much energy or emphasis into this, you have to be clear about what you really want, or be mindful not to rush into something that's not for you, you know? So that's the thing. Okay. All right. Okay. And then for them, you got the Eight of Wands, the Emperor, the Four of Cups. Okay. So for this person, I feel like they do want some sort of like, they want motion too. They want something to move forward. It says change is something in the air. Action, the time is now. Where will you be when the big event happens? So like, yeah, you both want something to kind of like pop off, something significant. Eight of Wands sometimes can be communication or fast communication, like text messages, um, chats. DMs, like something fast, rapid, even emails. But I feel like with this person is like they want something significant or big to happen that they feel like it's kind of going to change the whole vibe of the connection in a positive way, in a positive direction. But they feel like they have to be the one to do it. They're not looking for you to do it. So it's funny that I was kind of picking up like, yeah, you have like a strong desire for this person to do something, but there's a part of you that may be like, well, should I do something? Should I say or do something? Possibly. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because they do feel like with the Emperor card that they should take some sort of like action, or if not just action, then like take control, not wait for something to just happen or just be passive about it. Like they need to be more active or action oriented. Okay. All right. So the Four of Cups is they are kind of feeling complacent, a little bit bored. They don't want to miss an opportunity. They don't want to wait and wait and wait for something to the point where there's no opportunities or till things start to flatline or get a little too dull. Like where you don't take it's kind of like when you don't ride the wave, it's like you miss that big wave and it's like, okay, well, that's gone. You missed out. It's kind of like that. They don't want to be in that position. But for some reason, energetically, I do feel like, in the meantime, you have to be clear what you want because you don't want something like to come in, like say, this person wants to ask you out on a coffee date and maybe you're interested in like hanging out with this person outside of work, but you got something else going on behind the scenes with somebody else, right? And it's like you don't want to bring that in as a something that complicates the situation. Yeah, something that will complicate the situation. You don't want to bring that to the equation. So it's like it's almost like spirit is saying for both of you, like if you look at the major arcanas and the cards, you got the lovers, they got the emperor. For you, you're gonna have to make some sort of decision. And then for them, it's like they need to take some sort of action or be called to do that. But to be in alignment for something to move, you got to do what you're called to do, and they have to do what they're called to do. If not, it's kind of like this is a potential thing that will just pass by with no action, no movement, nothing that comes of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, card, come out. What is the denied shadow energy in this situation, in this connection, or just advice or guidance? Maybe that is not being seen here. Commitment, devotion, making things official. So yeah, that's the key thing is like where you want to commit yourself to. And commitment doesn't have to be literally like a romantic commitment, but just like I'm going to commit to a certain decision or choice that this is the desire that I want and I'm going to stick to this. And then you have integrity, act in love and act with conscience. So yeah, I feel like this is about the decisions or choices that you need to make when it comes to love or what it is that you want in love as well. Okay, so let's get some messages, see where this person is at. Spirit, free divine guidance, truth, and clarity. Wow. I can't make this up. I feel pulled to make a move towards you. What the card says, literally. And I feel like you may be the only person on earth with the power to see through me. So maybe you make them feel a little bit like exposed, like they can sense maybe how much you're attracted to them or how maybe how they're attracted to you. Like they can sense that you can it's almost like I can feel what you're not saying or you're more interested in what you're telling me or what you're letting on. Kind of the vibe. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Miss Alexis. I hope that this reading was helpful and insightful to you and resonates, gives you what you need. Okay. So I appreciate you as always. Don't forget to stop by for happy hour on Thursday. I do have like something special that we're gonna be doing over here for Halloween, so don't miss out on that. And I'm gonna do it a little bit earlier in the day for those of you that may have festivities that you're gonna partake in later that evening, or you have kids. I completely understand. So don't forget to check it out. Come back, sis. I would appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining so far. So we're just gonna keep the list moving. Mel, I'm gonna add you to the list, so you will be after Rosie, which is you'll be 5 on the list. So let me update the list so far of what I have so you guys can see it in the chat. So Anonymous F, you are up next, sis. You know who you are. Okay. All right, so Anonymous F, your timestamp is 4618. All right. So let's find. All right. Okay. So, okay. So yours is a personal love read. Okay. I got you. So you want to know about this Taurian person, this man that you just reconnected with. What's the vibe with him, his intentions, so on and so forth. All right. So I'm going to do your energy first, their energy, and then we'll see what other things around this connection. So Spirit, I ask for permission to tap into both parties' energies. And before I do, I forgot. Let me close out Alexis's energy, sending her love, light, and peace. Her and her persons of interest, may they all be divinely covered and protected by the light. Amen and ashe. So it is. It's cleared out. Okay. Thank you for your divine guidance, truth, and clarity, Source God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity? Where they are with one another, starting with her energy first, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, what's this Taurian guys' thoughts, feelings, and intentions in regards to her and their connection and situation, reconnection? What's his energy? Okay, Temperance, the creepy ass Temperance card, the Hanged Man. Wow. Okay, Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands is not what's his name, Jack Nicholson in The Shining, the creepy mass motherfucker. And then the Eight of Pentacles is trying to pop out. There's a lot of cards coming out. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. So let's tap in to your energy first, of course. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. That was your first card out. It says, pick a fate, any fate. Pick a fate, any fate. Emperor. Ultimate authority, rest with him. So you could feel like this person has some level of like stability about them. You feel like this person is a man that you would be attracted to their character, like they're in control of their life, they got it going on. I don't feel like you're the type that deals with bummy men. I feel like your man got to have something going on, like a man that has not status, just like they have positions where they have a lot to lose. They take their stability, their finances, their lifestyle, like a serious type of energy. So yeah, um, you see this person in that light that they could be someone that you could be stable with, or you feel like at least is someone that calls the shots, like a man's man, like somebody that turns you on, like, okay, I know he got it. I can rest in my femininity with him. It's like that's how you feel about him. With the Knight of Cups, you do feel like this person has both a positive side and a shadow side that kind of makes you a bit hesitant, though, or reluctant to fully be open to this or pursue this. Like, let me just go on ahead and open the gates. It's kind of like, I see you and I'm interested, but at the same time, I don't really know about you like that. Like, if I should even realign with this again, like there might be some things that this person has revealed to you in the past that you did not like, or some traits that you see that's kind of like iffy about them. Um, you might think that it's fate that reconnected you. Um, in a sense, I feel like, yes, there's a reason why this person is here. You have a lot of major arcana cards. I wouldn't just say that it was just a coincidence. Hardly is it ever where people come into our life, whether it's for a season or what have you. There's a reason why this person is here. Um, hmm. Let me tap into the rest of it before I say what I want to say, because I want to make sure that I'm tapping into this correctly. So they have the Temperance card, and it says your life is in the balance, and earth and water, pleasure and pain, life and death, everything in moderation. So they feel like you guys could contribute to both good times and negative times towards each other. Like you have your ways and they have their ways, but they feel like you both also blend very well. Like y'all can vibe well off of each other. So they could be the type of person that's very sturdy. As a Taurian person, I can get that, I can understand it. Might be very sturdy, very stable, very practical. They need, comfort and comfort in the sense of reassurance and maybe a little bit of practicality, so, or predictability, makes them feel comfortable. Like it makes them feel secure. Like it's not too much going on that will shake up their world and make them feel like, what's the right word? Like, I guess unsafe, if that makes sense. Like they need a little bit of routine, they need a little bit of predictability. And for you, you could be like this person that would nurture a connection that makes them feel safe, that makes them feel secure, make them feel comfortable in their nature, who they are. So they feel like you guys have that, but there could be things too that they feel like you guys clash as well. But nonetheless, this person is very patient, or they feel like you guys are patient with each other. It's like some things may have started off awkward at one point in y'all connection in the past. And then, you guys kind of got the groove of things, and there's like a comfortability, like there's a familiarity with each other. Like you guys had some ups and downs in your connection that where over time, it's like, how some people, they'll know a person, let's say for like 10 years, and they can like not talk to each other, lose contact, and then meet each other again, and it's all good. And it's like, it's kind of like that type of energy. The Hanged Man, they also want to kind of sit with this. Um, I don't feel like this person is rushing either, because I feel like you're not either. It's like you have your questions, you have, you know, maybe some concerns as well. It says we dare you to look at the world from his point of view, the hangman's point of view, which is upside down. Look at it differently. Look at things from another angle, another perspective, not just in that black and white, or what seems to be the most practical, which might kind of make this person feel uncomfortable a little bit, to kind of open their mind, open their heart, or see things from a place that's outside of their comfort zone, that's not so predictable. That could kind of, make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. So when it comes to this person's intentions, though, we got the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. They want to tread lightly with this, because they still have ways about them that could be, they know, but they're down for the fun and the passion at times when it comes to love. Maybe Three of Swords, this person is not really in the space or hold the capacity to be emotionally um there or available, or tend to someone's needs and tend to their emotions, and be completely considerate as a person's boyfriend. Like they'll be considerate and kind and respectful of you as a person and as their friend, or somebody that they're familiar with. But when it comes to showing up maybe romantically, this person is like, they'll probably be the first to tell you that they're not in the space for that. that they would only cause some sort of disappointment, if not heartache, or just like, some sort of pain. Like I said, this person knows how they are. They have like a certain way about them, and you know this well as well with the Knight of Cups. I don't get like a bad person vibe from them. I just get like maybe at the time that you guys knew each other, you guys might have been in a bad place within yourselves and you needed to heal certain things. Um, Maybe this person had an intervention since the last time that you met them, something like a divine intervention to like stop them from the certain path that they were on, or their ways or something like that. But they like passion, they like fun, they like adventure. This person may even feel inspired to like, see what this is. But the truth is, like, they're not in the right space or their right mind to give to someone emotionally, not in a healthy way. I feel like this person is also kind of like still hurting emotionally or something too. Yeah, like if you were to put too much effort romantically into this person or involving yourself sexually and linking up with them, even in that way, there is still something that will cause an upset or an imbalance. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember The Shining all the way. I know I've watched it before, but I think I might have been too young to remember all of the movie in detail. But I'm pretty sure he took his family out. That's how like mentally off his rocker he was, or possessed he was. So like being connected to this person in any kind of way wouldn't be healthy for you or any person, really romantically. It's like, no. All these cards came out. So you have unconscious beliefs. Be aware of what you're telling yourself. Integrity, act in love and act with conscience. Reunion, someone is returning. Obviously, this is them. Enmeshment, fear. It says oversensitivity to being controlled or losing one's identity. Anxious attachment, fear of being alone and clinging. So I'm getting a mixture of your energy and their energy. This person struggles with like negative beliefs, and maybe you do too, in a way, when it comes to love and romance, which spirit is saying like you have to act with integrity, you have to act with love and conscious, not only towards another person but also towards yourself, right? Act in integrity and love towards yourself. Like, what's healthy for me? What do I truly deserve? Am I putting myself in a harm's way? And I said this in a live, and I said this a few times to people, like, put into perspective, like, about a person. Like, you can like things about a person, think they're cool, think they're attractive, like what they do for a living and things like that on the surface. But if you really were to be honest with yourself, and it could be a yes or no answer, your bestest friend that you love dearly, or let's say your little sister or your little brother, whoever, if you were to not be interested in the person that you're dating or looking into, if there was no romantic interest or attraction there, and they were just a platonic person, and you would be like, I would hook this person up with my best friend or my sister or my brother, would that be the case? Or is it like, hell no, I would not even suggest this person? Like, if that's the case, like, if you can say no, that you would not even suggest that your friend date this person, then why are you wanting to talk to them? Why are you wanting to date them? Would you allow, because it puts into perspective, because then you start thinking about all the things that they put you through, or how they treat you, or the things that, like, how you feel about the situation. It puts you on an emotional roller coaster or whatever, right? Just as an example, if this person is not bringing about peace, or you feel safe with, sharing, let's say this person, if they were just your friend to your friend, like, girl, you should date, and I know a really nice guy, or know a really nice girl that you should get to know. If you can't even like put that scenario in your mind with the person that you're interested in, then why are you even talking to them? That's what I be asking people. Like, sit yourself in that position, because it gets real when you really think about it. Like, hell no, I would not. So it's like, okay, then why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? And we're not perfect, but it's like, if you know that something is like a painful situation and a roller coaster, it's like, if you wouldn't want to put another person through it, why would you even want your own self to go through that? You know what I'm saying? Like, put that into perspective. Um but I feel like this person is, they have this fear of giving themselves into love, into relationships, because they fear losing a sense of control. And I feel like you guys may also have a similar energy, because I feel like you're both very independent people. So it's like, if I were to really be safe in a relationship, I have to know that giving them a sense of a little bit of my independence and control, I can trust them in that, and know that they're not going to manipulate me to hurt me or harm me. um Use that and take those kindnesses for weakness, or take my vulnerability for a weakness, or use it against me, that I can trust and rest in that, as they can trust and rest in that with me. It's like feeling that security, that safety. And sometimes it's like, well, I'm going to go in a situation where it's predictable, where I know that this person is either in a place where I'm more of the dominant and they're like the submissive, or where we're in this position where we're both controlling people, and we don't want to control each other. We're just like, oh, okay, well, you do what you do. But there's some type of unhealthy like dynamic that's repeating itself. And there could be this fear of being alone. So it's like, okay, I don't want to be alone, or I don't want to be without something, stimulating some part of me, or stimulating my mind, or stimulating my time, my energy, or my body. So I'll just kind of like settle for this. And it's like a mirror of where you're at with yourself, or where you allow yourself to experience. It's like that unconscious belief. Again, be aware of what we are telling ourselves. All right, so let's see. What is this person's feelings that you have a right to know? Essentially, you have a right to know where, like, somebody's intentions, how they feel about you. None of that needs to be in the dark. You have a right to know that. So let's see. This Taurian man. Ooh, okay. Well, we're not going to take all these cards. One of these cards, some of them, okay. Yet and still. So they feel convicted to honor something with you. I don't get like the union part, because it's not union yet, but they feel a conviction to be honest, to move in integrity, because like I said, they know how they are, how they can be, which is a little immature, which is a little bit of a heartbreaker player energy. You got, I feel only a sexual attraction. I feel your essence, it's deep. I feel your essence deeply, it's unique and it's intense. And then I feel you are a rare find, that I will never come across another like you. So they're very sexually attracted to you. They feel like you're a rare person. You're unique. You're different from a lot of, women. And yeah, you can, as my friend Breyonna says, tuck hair behind ear, like, feel yourself a little bit. I also get, though, like, there's not an emotional attachment or energy exchange yet. So it's like sexually, like, yeah, they're for that. They're into you. They're attracted to you sexually. But as far as like more than that, I don't feel like this person is allowing themselves to be open to anything more than just like a good time, and like you guys maybe being friends and also having sex involved in that. But you got to see how you feel. Where are you at with that? Is it worth it? Is this worth the exchange? Is this something you want to make your vibration available to? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. I hope this was helpful to make sense of the situation, or maybe confirms, because you know this person way better than I do, of course, but you can, call it like, yeah, that resonates, this resonates, that resonates, that sounds like the person, that sounds like the situation. You know better than I do. So I'm sending much love to you, sis. I hope this was helpful. Gives you some food for thought, something to sit with, ponder. You don't have to rush on anything with this. So I'm sending you much love as always. I appreciate you, sis. If you want to hang out with us, I know you have babies as well, but if you want to hang out Halloween, I'm going to go live a little bit earlier for those of you that may be going out for Halloween with your kids in celebration, or you're just partaking in the festivities, to stop by for happy hour, okay? Because we're doing something that day. So I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys posted. I appreciate it. So much love to you, sis. Take care. Be blessed. And we close the energies out with love, light, and peace, sending all parties involved healing and divine protection wherever they are, at all spaces and time. Amen and ashe. And so it is. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving and flowing and going. So Rosie, you were up next, sis. Okay, so 104.56. It's Rosie, and then Mel. If anyone else is interested, if you guys would like to, it's up to you. Guys can still submit a question or two. Okay. All right. So Miss Rosie, let's tap into your relationship. Oh goodness. All right. So let's tap in and see what's going on. How can y'all resolve this situation with this friend in question in your union and your relationship? Divine Spirit, clear our previous energies. Thank you. I ask for permission to tap into Rosie's energy, her boyfriend's energy, and that her partner's past friend. Or is it your past friend? Yeah, his past friend. Okay. So his past friend resolving the boundary issue in regards to this friend. What can she do? What's the guidance for them to move forward together? What is the guidance? Tap into Rosie's energy first. What is she being advised or guided to do? Where is she at with this? Tap in. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse. You feel like this is meddling with your connection in some way. Like this past friendship or the person, their lack of boundaries, what they're taking from your person is causing a conflict. Like this is like a common thing, and it usually happens with like family members or like children from other relationships or exes from other, like they kind of like the lack of boundaries with, oh well, that's my brother or that's my mom, and it's like you sitting over here looking like just because that's your mom don't mean like she gets to like act crazy like that, and then becomes a friction and problem between you and your person, you know. So I kind of sense that with the Two of Cups coming out in reverse like that. Let's see. The World. Yeah, something has to come to a close, come to an end for you. Like you're at your wit's end with something, or it's like this cycle, you know, because you see this a little bit more clearly. You see the World card has like this glowing red eye, but it looks like it's something in outer space or some type of ring or something, some type of cosmic event. So you can see it's like inevitably like this has to end, or this has to stop, whatever this thing is going on with this friend. Seven of Cups. Hmm. You may have a hard time discerning, like, okay, is this me being too emotional, too rigid, or is this me like coming from the right? It's like you might have some questions around what you feel, what you sense, what you know, and that could be conflicting like your choices as well, like how to move forward or what can you do. Let's see your person, let's see where they're at with all of this in relation to your union. The Hierophant. The Judgment card. Wow. What's his intentions with this? What does he plan on doing about this, if anything? What is his intention? But of course, all these cards. Okay. So the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and I don't know if I should take this in reverse, but it's the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of I feel like a lot of appeasing going on. Your person is loyal, very loyal to the people that they love. And sometimes like I was saying, when it comes to like family and friends with people and their relationships, and when there's like friction in that, it's like a person that's trying to appease everybody instead of judging the situation from what it really is, like what's the right and what's the wrong, like what the solution should be. It's just like, well, I'm going to continue to be their friend and I'm still going to be with you even though there's like stuff going on that you can't condone, right? Instead of addressing and being like, you know what, let me sit with this and think about it. Like this person, how are they really affecting me? Like how is this person overstepping my boundaries as my friend? Like I need to call it out. They're my friend. So I'm not going to just, being that this person is my friend, I'm not just going to sit here and allow this person to treat me any kind of way. But I also, as a friend, I wouldn't be real if I didn't tell them or call them out on something that is unhealthy. And I wouldn't be real to myself or honoring myself if I didn't address something that is harmful to me and my partner. They care and they're being considerate. So let me look at all factors and handle them accordingly in a way that they need to, not in a way of like being overly emotional or picking sides or trying to appease and stay comfortable, stay quiet, like, oh, don't rock the boat. Like, that's the approach that I feel like they're being called to with this judgment card. And maybe they know this too. Like, something is looming over them. Something is like, maybe they're starting to like see it a little bit from a higher place. Like, it's starting to click a little bit how this is affecting your union and in the shadow that it's casting. But yeah, as the Hierophant, um, I feel like they're not oblivious, but again, it's coming from this place of loyalty. It's coming from a place of like maybe an operation, like their values and their morals, what they place as values and morals, like how a friend should be, instead of them going off of what's healthy. You know, they might have to break that whole dogmatic approach that they were taught, or that they come into within themselves. Like, no matter how much a person dogs me out, if that's my friend, if that's my family, then it is what it, like, no, you know. So the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles is it might take this person, it might take something really not devastating, like, yeah, it could be something very painful though. Like, this person really fucks them over or something. It takes that, or them having to experience this maybe in another dynamic, like a family member, a friend, like something where they're like, I'm tired of people using me. I'm tired of people doing X, Y, and Z to me. Like, it might take something like that happening maybe in another situation for them to kind of get it or see it. Or maybe from this literal person that you're asking about, it might take that with the Five of Pentacles, some type of disappointment, being left, left in this negative situation. Like, because whoever this past friend is with the Five of Pentacles, this is a person that doesn't have anything to give. They take, to some capacity, they're taking from the situation. And for them, maybe it's not that. Like, when you care about people, you give them too much grace sometimes. Like, oh, well, that's my brother. Like, even if your brother is, you know, out and out, down and out on the street, it's like condoning too much of, well, they can always come to me when they need something and I always got them. They'll never learn their lesson. They'll never strive for better, or to take care of themselves, or to go out and get for themselves, or whatever the case may be, if you're always coddling them. So I feel like this person has this false sense of loyalty and understanding of what that means, to the point of, to their own detriment. It might hurt a little bit. Like, one of the biggest things I feel like is, this might be like a morbid example, but like, let's say a family member that's like strung out on drugs and you feel bad for them. So you contribute to their drug addiction by sending them money to get drugs, instead of being like, you know what, I care about you. I can't do this anymore. I would rather pay for some sort of medical treatment for you to get off of drugs and keep condoning this for you. I know that it hurts. I know you're addicted and you need it, or you feel you need it, but I can't condone it. So it's kind of like this dynamic where this friend is in this comfortable spot of being able to just take and take and take. And it's coming from a place of, oh, well, you're my loved one, so I have to show up for you, even if it means coddling you. And maybe it's not being looked at that way. So what's at the bottom? I didn't even check. The Queen of Swords. Unbiased, tale of independence and tradition. I feel like that's you. Like, the Queen of Swords energy, maybe you might be handling this in a way that's like understanding and loving and compassionate, as you should, but there's also this need for balance. Like, you know what, I gotta be unbiased about this. Like, let me just be straight up. Let's see, what is the advice? What is going on? How can they work through this together? Unconscious belief, but be aware of what you're telling yourself. Guilt. Someone is feeling remorse. Yeah, it could be like your person is being their strings being played off of guilt, or they don't want to be in a position where they feel guilty for something. Irresponsible, unreliable, reckless, and careless. That's that friend's energy. Intuition, listen to your gut. So there's something that you've been feeling, and I get like you gaslighting yourself with that Seven of Cups. You know what's where this is headed. You know where this is going. It's like you're being guided to either do or say something, or maybe both. Then you got financial issues at the bottom of this deck. Poor financial choices, obsession with money. So I don't know if this is like a situation where this person has come to your person for money, or somehow like something with resources, whether it's like a living situation, um, something. And if it's not financial, or it is also financial, could also be as well like some kind of way this person is taking things of value energetically from your person, and it's not being reciprocated. Um, this person could be disrespectful towards you, could be disrespectful towards your person, bringing about their drama to y'all doorstep or something. I'm hearing maybe not literally like your house, but like your life, bringing drama into your life, because it's like they're carrying their own shit and they're bringing it into your situation. Um, it's not telling me exactly like how you guys need to move forward, because I feel like you know that. It's like it's giving me things, but it's not like this is exactly what you need to do. It's like it's something that I feel like you know. And there's a little bit of gaslighting yourself about what that is. But what I can say is like if your person doesn't heed to this like the lesson, or heed to like the signs of what this person, like the type of energy, like dealing with this type of person, is going to bite them until they get it, you know. Maybe through the friend, the past friend, or it could be through other people or another person. Okay. So someone doesn't feel anything for the other person. Okay. I feel like I need you to protect you from my drama. So they don't feel, this could have been like past energy where they felt obligated and felt guilty, but they don't really feel anything for that friend as much. I don't want to say like they feel nothing, but they don't feel as obligated or indebted to that person in that way. It's just kind of like not knowing where to set the boundaries. They feel like they're bad for each other. They know that this friend is not for their highest good. They know that, and they want to protect you from that. It says, I feel like I need to protect you from my drama. Yeah, like I said, this person brings drama to people's doorstep. They carry it. This past friend carries it. If your person could only see like they're not indebted to them, they're not. Okay? They're not indebted to them. If I could advise anything, like how to move past this, is to really just cut this person off and know like it's some type of like they have to evaluate like the past in order to understand that they're no longer there anymore with that person. They're not there. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Yeah, they're not in that same place and space anymore where they once were, where they, related to that past friend. If they ever did, it's like that. I'm not in that space anymore. I don't resonate with that. They're free, you know. But you're welcome, sis. I appreciate you. So if you feel called to stop by on Thursday, we're gonna do happy hour early. We got a little special something going on that day, so it would be nice if you could join. I appreciate you, sis. I'm sending much love and light to you and your person, and that you guys will find that resolution, solution, and harmony back in your union. Okay. So y'all both be blessed and be safe in the meantime. Divine Source Guide, I ask that you divinely cover and protect Rosie and her partner in all spaces and time, past, present, and future spaces, known and unknown. Amen and ashe. And so it is. Okay. All right. Thank you for your patience, Miss Mel. So let's tap in and see what you got going on. But before I do, let me get your timestamp real quick. Yes, Halloween. I love Halloween so much. I love it so much. Okay, so 1:20 exactly. 1:20 on the clock. Miss Mel. Don't forget to like, y'all. If these readings are helpful to you, even if you didn't pay for a reading tonight or you're not going to, if these readings are blessing you or giving you some insight, some guidance, some heads up, some helpfulness for yourself, go ahead and like this video. Share it with somebody, y'all. Sharing is caring. It really is. You might think somebody don't want to, hear or might not benefit off of something, but you never know what somebody might need to know, might need to hear that will uplift them or help them or provide them clarity. You never know. Okay. So, hey sis, hey Temia. Yes, the list is still open. So you want to know, I'm sorry, Miss Mel, you want to know how does this person feel about you? You guys, it says, wait, hold on. Are there any deep-seated romantic, intimate feelings they may have towards you? You notice some questionable things they've done and also such a strong, oh no. Oh, okay. And then the second question is any predictions for what's next in love, who they might be, what they look like, where would y'all meet, anything that comes out. So I'm assuming that this one person you're asking about might be leading on that they're heterosexual and you trying to see if they feeling you on another level or they're just like, I don't know. We'll see. Let's tap in. First question. How does this person feel about you? You want to know if there are any deep-seated romantic or explicit intimate feelings they may have towards you. Let's see. Spirit, ask for permission to tap into both parties' energies only for the sake of what you will allow me to know when to see. Male, well, she has a right to know when to see. If this person has any romantic or adult intimate feelings or interest towards her, does this person have that? Please make it clear, make it plain. Please make it clear, make it plain, Spirit. Wow, that's quite a bit of cards. You have the Seven of Pentacles. I always credit this card as being like this dark feminine, like goddess, alluring, attractive, erotic energy. This person notices your attractiveness. They may think that you're pretty, think you're attractive, but doesn't necessarily mean that like they want to bone you, but we'll get into it and see what else comes through. You have the King of Cups. Like something stuck in my mouth. The Five of Cups, Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Strength card, Four of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Mm. I do feel like this person is attracted to you in some sort of way, if not romantically or in that adult intimate type of way. They see you as like an attractive person without it being any type of like, you know, those type of feelings like, oh, they're really attractive, they're really handsome, or she's really pretty, or she has sex appeal without it being like, oh, I want them. Okay, thank you, Temia. Thanks, sis. I'll put you on the list. Yeah, like, this person, they are some sort of feelings of fear, like potentially rejection or not being liked by you, not being seen by you, or feeling intimidated by you at the same time. Like this could be someone that admires you, likes you as a person, and may like you might provoke feelings of insecurity inside of them, or they get triggered in some kind of way by your energy. Like they like you, they're drawn to you as a person, they find you attractive, they find you to be someone that they like, they're fond of. um but there's a little bit of fear, like they may feel like they are not good enough, or they can't live up to some sort of expectation within themselves, or that they compare themselves, they try to, what's the right word, model themselves after you a little bit. they feel like you're an attractive person, like other people like you too, or other people would be attracted to you too, or of course you would have suitors because you're attractive. Of course people are gonna like her. It's kind of like that type of vibe. Like of course she would get someone. Of course people would like her. It's like it's that type of energy. So it's kind of like a, not, I wouldn't say a love hate, like literal hate, but like a little bit of triggering, a little bit of envy. Okay. All right. So that's that. Your second question was any predictions in regards to love, like who, what might they look like, where, you might meet, whatever what's to come out. Let's see. See in spirit, what potential energy surrounding love coming through. Thank you, Temia, for that extra. I think you wanted to correct one of your questions. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, divine source God, thank you for divine wisdom, divine guidance. Any predictions of what's next in love for her? Okay, Two of Wands again. Interesting. The Knight of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. The Sun. And the Magician. I feel like yes. So the person that is coming towards you, because I feel like you might be kind of attracted to a similar type of energy, like in a person where you like a dark, mysterious type of energy. You like someone that's a little bit unpredictable, playful, passionate, someone that you could be like adventurous with, someone that maybe that's creative, someone that you feel like is has a charming energy, like can kind of like a persuasive vibe, like someone that knows how to command energy and like command attention. Like you want someone like that, but someone that's more of a reliable individual. Yeah, someone that's more reliable and balanced in that. Someone that is not like a flighty person, not immature, not selfish, manipulative. So you want that balance. And I feel like you might be disappointed because you keep attracting that dark type of dynamic, the dark type of energy, because it's kind of like, let me figure out what exactly is it that I really want. So it's like, you notice how I described the type of partner and how it could, if it's not a balanced energy and it's a shadow version of that, like someone that's charismatic and like can command a crowd, how it could be like a positive thing, but on the shadow side it could be someone that uses and manipulates, that seduces to trick, and or someone that is adventurous and lighthearted and playful can also easily be someone that's immature and impulsive and doesn't think about their actions. So it's like the shadow also has a light and the light also has a shadow. So it's like you just got to find that balance. And I feel like you dealt with the shadow side. So spirit's calling you to come to the light. Like it's time to come to the lighter side of those attributes that you desire in a partner, and you can manifest it, you can have it. But you have to be optimistic in that and knowing that you can to attract it. So I feel like there's a part of you that has this deep seated kind of like childlike energy too, like an innocence or playfulness or an optimistic, like a wide eye view. So it says the sun card, a symbol of fun, vitality, positivity, success. Life is difficult, but not everything is sadness. The sun is a powerful force that compels us forward through time. Um I don't think it's that. I don't get sexual energy from that reading that I did with that person. I feel like they have a admiration for you, maybe that frustrates them, and maybe they think because they find you pretty that, oh, I must be into her potentially. But I don't feel like it's that. It's more so I feel like a love hate admiration, like you admire somebody but at the same time you're envious, you're jealous. It could also be too, like, I don't get sexual and I don't get it, but maybe there could be a little bit of curiosity, but it's more so of a I want to be like you at the same time, but I kind of jealous, I'm envious of you. That's what I got from that first read. But yeah, as far as like who's coming towards you, it's like, well, you can manifest that type of energy, because as long as it's like this lack of, I want to say like this lack of, not self-worth, but maybe feeling like you can't have what you want, or maybe you're starting to feel like you're going to be alone because of the types of partners that you're attracted to, and maybe even attracted to you at times, that you keep running into these kind of dark or users or immature, unreliable, confused type of vibe, type of energies, that you're not going to be able to attract what you want. And that childlike energy inside of you, like, it does attract people that in their shadow self that could be a little too immature, manipulative, to take your kindness for weakness. And then those, like I said, that are immature, that's just looking to play around because they sense that playful energy in you. But again, if you know what you're looking for, you know how to swift those people out. Like, just because I'm lighthearted and playful doesn't mean I'm immature or looking for someone immature. Just because I want someone that is charismatic and knows their energy, knows their way, that I want somebody that's going to manipulate me and manipulate others and be abusive or unreliable. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I'm making sense. Because you can have what you want and manifest it. So it's not so much of like who's coming, but who is it that I really want, meaning on an energetic level, not like a specific person, but like the type of energy essence that resonates with me, that I can attract, and discerning the difference. Because like I said, it's like you have a certain type of energy to where you can attract the shadow and light side of that. Like, the playfulness can easily, draw and attract people that are immature, unreliable, frivolous, emotionally unavailable. And it can also attract the shadow people that are manipulative, take your kindness, take your light as a weakness. Um, but if you have the right partner and you know what you're looking for, it will be someone that will also mirror that light energy back to you. Someone that is powerful, knows who they are, but not use it to harm and hurt others or even themselves. Or someone that's immature, unreliable, be someone that is mature and reliable, has a healthy balance of their inner child. You know what I mean? So I hope I'm making sense when I say this. Because it's not always so black and white, like who and what's coming towards you, when, where, and how will you meet. It's sometimes it's like getting in control before we even, like, let's not jump too far ahead and focus on that, because that's almost like giving power away of your experience. Like, you also play a role in what you attract and what you can have and manifest by being in vibrational alignment. And being in vibrational alignment is being self-aware of your energy. Right? If you're not, then you're just going to attract all types of things, and then you'll just blame it on the universe. You're blaming on this, and that, or it must be something wrong with me, rather than saying, okay, in my self-awareness, what type of partner do I really want? Because light attracts all types of things. Like, moths are drawn to flames. So just because a moth is drawn to your flame, or a mosquito is drawn to your light or your flame, does not mean that that's all you can attract. It's naturally, you're going to attract all types of things of people. But your vibration, you get to choose what you align with and say, okay, that does not resonate with my energy or my vibe. They got candles that repel mosquitoes, and you know what I'm saying? So your light can repel that energy sucking energy. Speaking of energy suckers, you got two of wands with this vampire in it. So it's like you're being called to elevate, and when it comes in your dating experience, that comes with self-awareness, that comes with um awareness of your light, awareness of the type of energy that you have, and what type of partner you want, and the type of partner you deserve, that fits your essence, that can support it, that can um like support it without take away from it, take advantage of it, or just simply not know what to do. So this, I always tell people, like, we be thinking like things is just black and white like that. It's really not. Universe is not black and white all the time. Like, oh, it's just this. This is what's coming. Like, no, it don't work like that. A lot of the times when things come into our experience, it's because it's something that we are attracting, something we're putting out into the universe, or a belief that we have, or a choice that we've made, or a choice that we are making in the moment. And we have the choice to decide where our vibration aligns, but we have to be self-aware. So you have toxic, self-destructive behaviors, and you have inner child with be kind to yourself and let your creativity flow. Okay. Same thing with the sun card. I just kept focusing really strongly on that childlike energy, that bright, that light energy that you have. It's like, it's a beautiful thing to have. It's not something to dim or to condemn or to judge, but to embrace, but just be discerning of where that energy goes, who gets to experience it, how, when, where. Like, you get to set the tone for that. So who comes into your life and how will you meet? Well, it's based off of the choices that you're making right now too, as well. And if there's a destructive behavior that most likely could be coming from this Five of Pentacles, of feeling like destitute, or feeling like, well, I can't have, or I don't have, or when will I have, feeling this emptiness, more so becoming self-aware with the sun card, seeing the light of, okay, well, what type of energies have I been attracting? There's nothing wrong with wanting someone that's passionate, playful, adventurous, confident, sexy, charismatic, but in the positive, in the light attribute, not in the shadow attribute. So it's like, you got to discern the difference, the real from the fake, the counterfeit energy versus the real energy. Because it can almost be like one and the same sometimes, like literally, like, shit, that just gave me a whole revelation. I'm sorry, I be getting revelations sometimes when I be reading. But yeah, that's what I see for you. But like, yeah, like the revelation is like why you are attracted to certain type of partners. So it's like, it's not to say that it's wrong to desire someone that is attractive, or to desire someone that is a musician, and someone that is charismatic and funny, but in your shadow, if you are in a place within yourself where you don't feel like you're worthy of something healthy, or you're used to toxic relationships, you'll attract that shadow aspect of that thing that you want. So it's not to say that every person that's charismatic, fine, attractive, this and that, creative is an asshole. It's like, no, it's the types maybe that I find myself being drawn to because of something within myself that may be unresolved, or that I shame or feel like I can't have. So it's, I hope I'm making sense when I say this. Sometimes I feel like I can over explain to where it almost doesn't make sense anymore. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm explaining it in a practical way, like an everyday life way, like the energy that I'm feeling. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's not always so black and white. Life isn't all, you know how they say faith without works is dead. Like, prophetic action or manifestation action steps, it's like we can wait for a manifestation to happen, but we do have to take some sort of actions. And the action doesn't always have to be like physically doing something. Sometimes the action is like working through something within yourself, or making a decision to change or do something different, or to drop something, let something go. You know what I mean? Like, whatever that is, it's like you're showing up and saying to the universe, you're signaling out to the universe that you are receptive to what you want, or you're willing to put in the effort, you're willing to put the faith and belief towards it, or take the action towards it. Life doesn't always just happen to us. We also participate with life. That's why they call us co-creators of the universe. And some shit really do just be like, just be in the receptivity energy and things will align. But I still believe, like, even that day, like a day where you bump into the love of your life, you might think that it just happened all on its own, but you place yourself in a position to receive it. So like that day, maybe you wanted to have coffee, and then you said, well, I can make coffee at home, or, oh shoot, let me just go grab some coffee real quick at the coffee shop. And that's how you meet your person. Like, you participated in that. You aligned with that. So it's not all just happening to you. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's pretty much the message. So long story short. All right. Um, so Temia, you are up next. Okay. So you want to know, before I do that, let me close out the energy and then get your timestamp, Mel. So I send all healing energy and love, light, and peace to Mel and all parties involved in her questions. Thank you, Divine Source God. Thank you for your divine wisdom and insight and truth and clarity. And so it is. Okay. Send her love, light, and peace, divine covering and protection. All right. So Miss Temia, you want to know, before I do that, let's get your timestamp. It's 127 seconds. 100 minutes and 27 seconds. So 1 hour and 40 seconds now. Okay. Ooh, you got 144. Ooh, look at you. And I know you asked about the angels of the highest light. So you wanted to make that very clear and very specific. So I got you, sis. We're going to make it very specific, make it very clear, make it plain. Okay. So, yeah. Your question was, what do your angels of the highest light want you to know about blank in your connection? And then what's next for you in love? All right. Clear our previous energies. Ask for permission to tap into Temia and her personal interests energy, their connection. As far as what does her angels of the highest light, highest order want her to know about her person of interest in her connection? Angels of the highest light, what do you want Temia to know about her connection with this person? What do you want her to know? Ooh, I'm gonna take this one because it was almost like, hey, pick me. And these. Okay, I'm gonna put these back. So you have the 9 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like this person is going through a kind of like a little bit of an awakening. Could be like a dark night of the soul, like not being at peace or rest with something, like literally wrestling with something. And this could be in relation to their past, relation to decisions that they've made, connections that they've perhaps even like messed up, like they feel like they messed up or they treated people really badly. Um, some sort of truth in the way, like I need to shift something. I need to change my path. I need to change the way that I do things. Something needs to come to an end, come to a close, like come to an halt. It's a shift. And I get like a lot of fear or a lot of worry, a lot of stress, or thinking that maybe something that they're experiencing is a result, almost like karma. Yeah. Like maybe what I'm experiencing is due to things that I've done in the past or who I've hurt, the lovers that I've hurt, the women that I've hurt specifically. What is what I'm picking up from that? The people that I've hurt. So, see what else. The Suit of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, a journey into equilibrium. Yeah, this is like to bring balance and harmony back within the self. The Four of Cups. Yeah, so this man or this woman, I'm not sure what this is, but they're thinking, they're pondering, they're sitting with certain things. Like they might feel a little bit complacent, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like them reviewing certain relationships, like the important relationships that they've experienced in their life. It's like they're having this review of it all. Not sure how this relates to the connection as a whole, like you and them, because it's like focusing on where their energy is specifically. But I'm gonna pull a shadow oracle card just to kind of clarify this a little bit more. Let me see. Let me get these real quick. Come on, cards. Yeah, like something about the choices that they've made and like wanting to bring harmony, bring balance, restore balance back into themselves, like their path. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. What is angels? What is your message in regards to Temia and her person of interest connection? What is the message? What is the guidance? What is the insight that you have? Fear of the unknown, embrace the uncertainty, enmeshment of fear, oversensitivity to being controlled or losing one identity. So like a lot of the hold up maybe when it comes to this person in love and how it could be affecting your connection is the fact that this person is afraid of what the adventure of love is, like the unknown of the future when it comes to love. Like I feel people really don't allow themselves to be in love because they worry so much about the future, whether it's, am I going to get my heart broken? Is this going to be forever? Is this going to be my husband or my wife? Is this person going to play me? What if I look stupid? Like it keeps a person from really experiencing what they need to experience. And for this person, it's more so from a perspective of they don't want to lose themselves in another person. They don't want to look crazy. They don't want to look stupid, or like, what if this person, like the power that this person could have over me, or this connection, or what if I lose everything? It's like all these fears of losing themselves. And when it comes to love, love is something that is meant to be experienced and not something that you can't control. An organic exchange or experience other than just be present in it and be open to it and flow. If you try to control it, you're not living, you're not experiencing. And I feel like that is the major block in so many ways. And like it could be like roots and layers to this, but the deep, like that one deep thing about this is the fact that this person fears the unknown and the uncertainty of love and what it can do, that they feel like, or fear they would lose themselves, they would lose control. So maybe, their whole MO in the past, like with this Nine of Swords, they're unable to sleep because of the people that they've hurt. I feel like these three people, these three women represents who this man has hurt. And in short, maybe they're tormented by that. They're not at peace. They feel a sense of guilt. So it says nightmares, debilitating fear, and crippling anxiety. Yeah. Yeah. They're afraid of the future of love, like what it could bring. So their actions in the past could have been to control the situation and narrative that could have caused hurt and pain to you and or of other people in the past. But operating that way. Like I gotta play like I'm the player, or I'm in control, or oh, I don't have no emotions, and that's, you know, what's caused them to hurt. And then before I do that, let me put these back up. The ignorance card was at the bottom. It says someone is unaware. Okay. So in short, your team may be telling you to like not to fear losing this person and clinging on to them. That can also be like their runner energy could project onto you as like a anxiousness not to lose this person. So you may want to cling on to or hold on to this person or hold on to something in regards to this connection. And spirit doesn't want you to be in that anxious energy, anxious attachment energy. Okay, so what's next for you in love? So let's see what you can potentially expect based off of your current energies, the energies you're putting out and moving forth in, your beliefs, subconscious or consciously. What is it that is potentially coming next for you in love? Let's see, spirit, divine source, guide. What is next? Okay. You have the Four of Pentacles with the Collector, Seven of Cups. The Chariot says the warrior drives at night under a crescent moon, no hands on the wheel. He steers by force of will. And then the Eight of Swords. Okay, let me pull one more. The Eight of Cups. You have two eights. There's a choice that you might make to free yourself. Now, whether, I don't know, it feels like I said this to you before, maybe not, maybe with someone else's energy, where I feel like whether it's to make that decision from a perspective that this is going to be permanent for me or it's just what I need to do right now, but it holds a powerful stance because it's you choosing joy and happiness for yourself, where you feel like you're in this placement or a space or an environment or situation where you're not receiving it, you're not getting that. Like, someone is not going to be able to put you in a position to capsulate you, keep you captive and held. Like, I'll return back to just in case. Like, I'm going to collect this person. This is my person. This is my person right here. She's my person. She's my person. Or they will always be my person. Like, some type of ownership energy. Like, my first love, or my first, or the first person that broke my heart, and I'm gonna keep these people in this capsule, like they almost in ownership, but not do anything with the connections, not go after them. It's a repetitive cycle, and I feel like it's picking up on that person that we just asked about. I feel like this is his energy with the Four of Pentacles, where instead of, it's like living in this regretful space, like instead of me actually showing up in these connections, or I've lost myself in this connection, this person hurt me. It's like they hold on to these energies and hold them captive, and also in like this ownership, but without taking any action, or the proper care of the connection. That is unfair to the other person that may still be wondering, hoping, and waiting and wishing, or what are we? What is this going to become? Being in that stuck position with the Seven of Cups, being confused, like living in an illusion, like, okay, I feel like it's one way, I feel this, and that, but what is it really? It's only to the point where you take your hands off of the wheel and you trust that where you're going, like, let, what they say, let Jesus take the wheel. Or even if you are taking the wheel, the GPS system is still guiding you and leading you to your destination, to where you stop trying to control where the destination takes you, like which way, which road, which highway, which whatever, how fast, how slow, the time, the estimated arrival. Like, stop trying to control all of that, and let the GPS guide you. And there might be some twists and turns, there might be some delays, there might be some reroutings in your journey. But it's like, I'm taking my hands off of the control of this, and getting myself out of that mental imprisonment with the Eight of Swords. It says, featuring isolation, abandonment, and restriction. Freeing yourself of all of this. And the Eight of Cups, emotionally walking away from dead situations, whatever that may be. Like I said, whether this is in your mind, they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to do this temporarily because this is what I need to do. Or in your mind, you're thinking, okay, this is permanent, I'm done. But ultimately, this is a power move for you, because it's taking you out of a place of complacency. And this card came out in the first spread too, I believe, where this person is going to have to sit. They're going to have to sit with their choices or their decisions. And if it didn't come out for you, I definitely feel like I picked up on that energy for someone as well, where someone needs to sit with themselves. Someone needs to evaluate the decisions that they've made, and more so not from a place of regret of what they lost, or what they think they lost or missed out on or didn't get a chance to pursue, but learn from it, because the best and the ultimate has not fully been given yet or revealed. And spirit designed it that way. Like, what I mean by design it that way was like, ultimately, what was really of your highest good did not come yet, because the vibrations were not in alignment for it yet. Or that, if it's this person, they didn't really miss opportunities in their past. It's because it wasn't time anyway. It was meant to kind of get them to mature spiritually, to wisen them up, to give them greater discernment, like to understand or to discern when a blessing presents itself to them that is meant for them. What might be a blessing to someone else may not be a blessing for them. But what is ultimately for them is like to discern that, okay, this is for me, this is what I need to move towards. And I feel like spirit wants you to take that message too for yourself, that just because certain things seemingly have passed you by, or you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, you feel like something messed up, to know that ultimately that thing that you truly, truly want and desire, it is not come yet, until the vibration is ready, until you're in that vibrational place where you really can receive it and discern what it is and do well with it. Same with someone with you. Spirit is not going to allow you to put yourself in a position to wholeheartedly go all in the connection and for you to kind of be dropped or be played. Like, no one can fully fumble you if they're not for you. If it's not meant for them to carry the win, then if they fumble the ball, it's not a testament that you're not a prize or you're not worthy. It just means they were not the one to carry the ball to win the Super Bowl. That's all that shit means. That's all that means. It wasn't meant for them to be that one to carry the ball down that field and win the Super Bowl. Like, it just wasn't meant for them. They may have not had the stamina, the capacity to go the distance with you because they're not meant for you. But the person that will. Remember that. So you don't have to hold yourself to anything. And whether, like I said, sometimes like you have to choose yourself, even if it hurts. Like, if this situation is not making me happy, it's not going anywhere, it's in a stagnant place, it puts me in a space of confusion, why am I entertaining it? If it's meant to be, it will work out. But if it's not, I'm not going to miss out on what's for me. So 7 and 8 might be significant because you got 2 sevens with the Chariot, the 7 of Cups, and then the 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Okay. All right, sis. So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated. That was a lot. I feel like I just ran a marathon. Literally, like, goodness. Yeah, you're welcome, sis. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing another live for our happy hour. Is gonna be a special happy hour. I'm gonna go live a little bit early in case you guys have kids and stuff, because I know some of you guys do, including myself. So when we do Halloween's festivities, we gotta consider our kids. So I'm gonna do it early, and I'm gonna do something special for you guys on happy hour this week. So please stop by, join if you're led to, if you have time to. You can always stop by and watch it later. If not, come by at the time you can watch it later. So speaking of later, I'm going to put the timestamps up so you guys can watch this live once it's over. Okay. I don't think anyone else is getting a read tonight. Let me just double check and make sure of it that we're all good. Yeah. Okay. So that will conclude it. I'm going to go ahead and put the timestamps up, you guys. If you guys want to book me in the meantime for love readings, because due to my schedule is changing on Monday, so I may not be able to do, most likely I'm not going to be able to do not the hours, sorry, the mini love reads. I may not be able to do the mini love reads on Mondays like I used to, so I have to consider my schedule. So if you guys want to book with me in the meantime, if you guys are going to miss these mini love reads for a minute, you guys can always book a personal reading with me, and I got you. Okay. So yeah, it's been my pleasure, you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. It's a long-winded message, but I hope nonetheless, T, that it resonated with you and it was helpful. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you, if it was helpful, even if it wasn't your personal readings, but you got something positive out of it. We feel like someone, close to you might need to hear the message, or just share my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. As always, much love to you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.